So to start things off, I'd like to welcome to the studio Beth Lohman. Beth is the Employment and Services Director for the Easter Seals, Southeast Wisconsin. She's also extremely involved in Project Search. Good morning, Beth.
Good morning, thank you.
What can you tell me about Project Search?
Project Search is a very unique program, a workforce development program that Easter Seals started in this area in about 2011. So we brought the model to Wisconsin and started at Cincinnati Children's Hospital by a nurse named Erin Riley, and kind of has just expanded across the states, also overseas, has extended into some programs. But it's a unique program where we partner with a host business. So in Racine, it's going to be the Andis Company. Also with the school district, so we've partnered with Racine Unified High School and DVR, or the Division of Vocational Rehab. So together we come together and work with students ages 18 to 24 and help them learn skills with the goal of eventually finding employment.
And this is new for Racine.
It is new for Racine.
This will be the first year.
Yep. We started in 2011 in the Milwaukee area and now we're expanding out.
Who are the people that apply to Project Search?
Right now in the Racine area, we're looking for youth. So a youth who is interested in employment, maybe has a disability of some sort that's causing them maybe not to get a job so quickly. Somebody who has a passion for working in this, specifically the manufacturing area, someone who wants to learn skills. But it's all youth primarily coming from either the school district or maybe they've just exited school and haven't found a job yet and looking for something to do.
So what's the format of Project Search? Is this a classroom sort of thing, or is it slightly different, the skills being learned? Explain that to me.
Yeah, so we try really hard not to call it a classroom because they've exited school kind of, so they're right at the end of school and going into the next chapter of their life. So we try really hard to not make it sound like school. So we call it a training room. So there is a curriculum that National Project Search has actually given to us that they're learning those soft skills, things like teamwork, communication, problem solving, all those things that employers are really looking for. But while they're learning that in a training room, they're then going out and doing internships. So they'll do 3 internships throughout the 9-month program. Program runs September through June. And those internships are learning the hard skills, those competitive skills. It could be anything from sorting items, packaging items, using some of the machinery in there. Maybe it's some clerical or cleaning things. So we kind of intertwine those hard skills and those soft skills with doing rotations and then doing some classroom work.
I see. So is this guided or is this more independent?
It is guided. So we will have 3 staff on site. And like I said in the beginning, it really is a partnership. So our staff are going to work with the Andis Company staff very closely. They'll have mentors with our on site there, but they'll also have Easter Seals employees that are helping them build these skills. And we take it day by day. Our goal is to continue to expand skills, get them closer to employment, get them closer to that dream job. And so we're working together as a team to assess where they're at and then put things in place to help them learn more.
So explain to me the goal, the ultimate outcome of the program. What is in store for these people?
So our ultimate outcome is employment. So it's very, I guess the one thing that really attracts me to, and Easter Seals to this program and this model of providing services is typically the employment rate for somebody with a disability is about 20%. Project Search, we're actually over 80% of the interns that have graduated are gaining employment. So that's very high. So that is our goal. Our goal is for employment for these individuals and to kind of move on into that piece.
And you saw a need in Racine?
Yep, yeah, so we again decided to expand because we saw it worked. We are expanding both into the Racine County area and then to some of those other counties that maybe don't have those types of services yet. And so it's really just to kind of expand on what's offered for youth.
Great. Well, I want to put up some information about this program on our screen. This is the website and also, a long email address there. If you have a DVR, pause it. Otherwise, we'll put it on our website, cbs58.com. Just one other quick question. The reality without a program like this, maybe assisting people, helping them out, you were just talking about the employment rates of these individuals. What does that mean if they don't have these sort of resources?
Well, it might take them a little longer to get a job. Unfortunately, a lot of times when kids might exit school, they might sit at home while they're waiting to get employment. This is just a really nice way to continue that progression and not to sit at home, not to lose skills, but to kind of go right on to getting a job and just like you and I, developing new friendships, developing new patterns of life.
Well, I think we have one of those success stories coming up right after the break, so stay tuned. Welcome back. We've been talking about Project Search, a transition program helping people with certain disabilities adjust into the workplace. Project Search is expanding into Racine this fall, but recruitment starts right now in the spring. And to talk about its impact, I thought it would be a good idea to invite one person who's actually completed the program where it's already been established. So let me introduce you into the studio, Austin Michalski, who has a story of his own about the program. How are you doing, Austin?
I'm good. How about yourself, Jacob?
I am doing very well. So the people watching today, they understand that this program has been established in Milwaukee. It's coming to Racine. How did you find out about Project Search?
I found out about it like, let me think, 3.5 or no. I was in it 3 years ago, the program 3 years ago. I found out from my teacher from high school.
And did you have to apply, or what was that like?
I had to apply the program like before, during the March or April from that previous year.
And
February,
why
maybe February too.
Sure. Why did you want to get involved with the program?
Why? Because after I left Aurora Healthcare, I wanted to be in a hospital setting. A hospital setting.
And this program was going to help you prepare for that in some way?
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about what Project Search was like. Would you go and the instructors would talk to you about what exactly?
What, like
What kind
job
of
skills?
Yeah, tell me about what kind of job skills that they would talk to you about.
Flexibility, team player, being flexible.
And when they talk about being in the workplace and adjusting to that area, what did you need to learn? What was important for you to take away from that experience?
Like customer service, I need to learn a lot about.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Did the program, what kind of routine did they put you through?
They helped me a lot.
So you would go where, and then you would have some on-the-job experience
Yep.
as well? Tell me about that.
Like I had experience with Project Search, which first, after I ended the program, I didn't get my dream job right away. I started at Pick and Save for 1.5 years. Then after that, I applied for opened my DVR and case and got my dream job at Children's.
So you have your dream job now?
Now.
And you credit that to Project Search?
Yep.
So when you got that first job at Pick and Save, how did Project Search prepare you for that job?
How did Project Search prepare me? Well, they applied. Well, first, I tried to apply for a job at Children's before Project Search ended, but this didn't work out. So then we chose to work at Pick and Save to get that customer service skills.
I understand. Okay, tell me a little bit about your current job right now. What kind of responsibilities do you have?
I stock 36 exam rooms in the emergency department, which is really busy. And there's a lot of patients there. So I have to stock
And how many hours a week do you work?
7 days on and 7 days off.
Wow. Okay. And do you have a lot to keep track of doing that, or do you have do you visit a lot of rooms, or what is that like?
Like when there's a patient, I always knock on the door. It says, "May I stock the cart?" Bring out the cart and stock it.
Now, before Project Search, your high school teacher recommended this to you. Why do you think she recommended this for you? Why did she think that you needed to go through this?
Because she wanted me to have a job after high school.
Now, what challenges do you feel like you faced trying to get a job? I watched a video with you. You talked about how you said you were a loud talker. You had to control your voice and learn how to do that. What kind of things did you have to learn as far as how to act in the workplace like that?
Well, like lower my voice, it's really hard to do, but I'm working on it. And what else would you say?
Well, I mean, interacting with people, did you have to learn any skills like that?
Like I cannot talk to my coworkers as much because they're busy too, and I'm busy.
Let me ask you your opinion this way. Because the program is moving into Racine, somebody might be watching this morning, maybe know someone, maybe they're like your teacher, or maybe they are a person who's, like yourself, trying to figure out what kind of job they want to do after high school. Would you recommend Project Search?
Of course.
Now, why would you recommend it? Why do you think that would be important?
If a person with a disability wants a job, I would recommend for them to apply for Project Search because they'll teach you the job skills that you need.
Do you feel more independent now?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. How does that feel?
It feels great.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I'm so happy, Austin, that you came on the show. And the job is working out. They still
sure
like you there.
is.
Have you made a lot of friends?
I have.
That's great. Well, Austin, thank you so much for coming on the show and talking about Project Search. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Jacob.
All right. Okay. Coming up just after the break.